Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to talk about a moment that will be remembered not just for what was done, but for what it represents. India, in a single decisive move, has sent a message to the world, a message that challenges assumptions, defies expectations, and redefines the balance of power. Sometimes it takes just one action to awaken the imagination, to shake the established order, and to remind everyone that the future belongs to those who are bold enough to shape it. Bold action is the spark that transforms possibility into reality. It is the difference between watching history unfold and being the one who shapes it. When a nation, a community, or an individual chooses to act decisively, the ripple effects extend far beyond the immediate moment, altering perceptions, challenging assumptions, and inspiring others to follow suit. Bold action is never about recklessness. It is about clarity, preparation, and the courage to step forward when hesitation would be easier. It requires the willingness to stand firm in the face of uncertainty, to take responsibility for outcomes, and to embrace the risks that accompany meaningful change. History is filled with examples of those who dared to act boldly, knowing that the cost of inaction would be far greater than the challenges of taking a step forward. These moments are rarely the result of chance. They are the culmination of vision, determination, and the belief that impact is born from initiative. Bold action commands attention because it disrupts complacency, challenges the status quo, and signals to the world that progress is being made, not just talked about. Boldness also inspires confidence in others. When people witness decisive action rooted in purpose, they see that change is possible, that barriers can be broken, and that courage has the power to move mountains. It ignites a chain reaction of ambition, innovation, and determination that amplifies the original action far beyond what anyone could predict. Bold action transforms ordinary circumstances into defining moments, turning potential energy into movement, hesitation into progress, and intention into legacy. It is a reminder that the world belongs to those who dare to step forward, who refuse to wait for permission, and who understand that meaningful change begins with the courage to act when it matters most. Preparation is the silent force that transforms opportunity into achievement. No bold move, no groundbreaking action, and no historic decision occurs in a vacuum. Behind every moment of success lies countless hours of study, practice, and planning. It is the careful groundwork, the discipline to anticipate challenges, and the foresight to see possibilities where others see obstacles that allow a nation or an individual to act decisively when the moment arrives. Preparation turns uncertainty into confidence and hesitation into action, providing the foundation upon which bold decisions can be made. Opportunity alone is fleeting. It is the preparedness behind it that determines whether it becomes a triumph or a missed chance. A nation that invests in its people, its infrastructure, its education, and its vision creates the conditions for decisive action. When the time comes to act, it is not caught off guard. It moves with precision, purpose, and clarity. Preparation also builds resilience, enabling leaders to navigate setbacks and adapt strategies without losing momentum. The discipline to prepare cultivates patience, focus, and the ability to act strategically rather than impulsively, turning potential into progress. Preparation is not limited to institutions or governments. It is a principle that applies to every individual striving for impact. Those who anticipate challenges, refine their skills, and think several steps ahead are the ones who seize opportunities that others miss. They understand that luck favors the prepared mind, and that readiness is not simply about having resources, but about cultivating the knowledge, confidence, and strategy necessary to make the right move at the right moment. It is this combination of preparation and courage that turns a single opportunity into a defining moment, ensuring that when action is required, it is executed with clarity, strength, and purpose. Vision is the compass that guides bold action and transforms ordinary decisions into extraordinary outcomes. It is the ability to see beyond the immediate, to imagine possibilities that others cannot, and to act with a clarity that turns dreams into reality. Without vision, even the most courageous action risks being aimless. With it, every step becomes intentional, every decision becomes strategic, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to move closer to a larger purpose. Vision allows a nation or an individual to chart a course in the midst of uncertainty, to anticipate obstacles, and to inspire others to join in a shared mission. A clear vision provides focus. It eliminates distraction, aligns effort, and gives meaning to even the smallest actions. When leaders communicate a compelling vision, they create momentum. People begin to see themselves as part of something greater than themselves, understanding that their contributions matter to the bigger picture. Vision transforms hope into determination, ambition into strategy, and intention into measurable levels for soul. progress. It becomes the lens through which every decision is evaluated, ensuring that short-term choices support long-term goals, and that every action advances the broader mission. Vision also inspires resilience. When challenges arise, those guided by a strong sense of purpose are able to endure setbacks and navigate uncertainty with confidence. They do not waver in the face of criticism or hesitation. Instead, they use their vision as a touchstone, a reminder of why they started and what they aim to achieve. Vision encourages innovation because it demands solutions to problems that have never been solved before, and it nurtures leadership by calling on individuals to take responsibility for shaping the future rather than reacting passively to circumstances. Ultimately, vision is what separates fleeting success from lasting impact, creating a trajectory that empowers nations and individuals to rise above the ordinary and achieve the extraordinary. Strength is not measured solely by size, wealth, or the number of resources one possesses. True strength is demonstrated through intelligence, strategy, and the courage to act decisively in moments that matter most. A nation or an individual may have vast potential on paper, but without the ability to leverage it effectively, that potential remains unrealized. Strength is about understanding your advantages, recognizing your limitations, and making choices that maximize impact while minimizing unnecessary risk. It is the combination of foresight, skill, and decisiveness that separates those who influence outcomes from those who simply react to them. True strength also requires confidence, the kind of confidence that does not boast or threaten, but commands respect through capability and consistency. It is the steady hand in times of uncertainty, the calculated decision when hesitation would be easier, and the calm determination that reassures allies and unsettles rivals. Strength is not static. It is demonstrated through action, tested under pressure, and proven by results. It is as much about the decisions not taken as it is about the bold moves executed, reflecting discipline, wisdom, and a deep understanding of consequences. Furthermore, strength inspires influence. When a nation or leader exhibits strategic strength, others take notice, not out of fear alone, but out of recognition of competence and clarity. It creates credibility on the global stage, encourages collaboration, and opens doors to opportunities that would remain closed to those who rely solely on force or intimidation. Strength, therefore, is multidimensional. It is the courage to act, the intelligence to plan, and the vision to see beyond the immediate. It is about using what you have wisely, moving with confidence, and shaping the environment rather than being shaped by it. True power lies not in quantity, but in the pull. Skillful, deliberate application of ability at the moment that counts most. Resilience is the hidden backbone of progress, the quiet force that allows nations and individuals to endure challenges, adapt to changing circumstances, and rise stronger from adversity. It is the quality that turns setbacks into lessons, obstacles into opportunities, and uncertainty into a call for action. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about facing them head-on, learning from failure, and continuing forward with determination. It reflects a mindset that values persistence, embraces change, and refuses to be defined by temporary circumstances. A resilient nation understands that growth is rarely linear. There will be moments of doubt, periods of economic pressure, and challenges that test the very foundations of society. Yet resilience ensures that these challenges do not halt progress. They sharpen focus, strengthen resolve, and inspire creative solutions. It is the resilience of its people that drives innovation, sustains industries, and nurtures communities, proving that when individuals and institutions refuse to break under pressure, collective strength emerges. Resilience also inspires confidence externally. Nations that demonstrate the ability to recover and adapt command respect from allies and competitors alike. They signal that their actions are guided by long-term vision, not fleeting trends or temporary obstacles. Internally, resilience fosters unity, as citizens recognize that enduring together, supporting one another, and striving despite difficulties builds a shared sense of purpose. On an individual level, resilience cultivates character. It is the determination to keep pursuing goals when the path is uncertain, the patience to endure hardships without losing focus, and the courage to innovate and take risks, even after experiencing failure. Resilience transforms potential energy into sustained momentum, turning ambition into achievement and creating a foundation on which lasting progress can be built. It is the defining quality that separates those who falter in the face of adversity from those who rise and shape the future with strength and determination. Influence is the measure of a nation's or individual's ability to shape outcomes, inspire action, and leave a lasting mark on the world. But true influence is not merely about being noticed. It is about creating ideas, standards, and initiatives that others choose to follow. India's rise demonstrates that influence extends far beyond borders, affecting global decision-making, economic trends, and cultural perceptions. It is the result of consistent effort, strategic engagement, and the ability to communicate values and vision in a way that resonates resonates with people everywhere. Global influence is built through a combination of credibility, consistency, and leadership. Nations that demonstrate competence, integrity, and clarity in their decisions earn trust from allies and respect from competitors. India's growing presence in international forums, its leadership in technological innovation, and its role in global initiatives reflect a deliberate cultivation of influence that is both soft and strategic. It shows that a nation does not have to dominate by force to lead. Influence can be exercised through ideas, collaboration, and the ability to inspire collective action. Influence also stems from the power of example. When India demonstrates resilience, innovation, and bold action, it sets a benchmark for others to follow. This influence extends into culture, education, diplomacy, and economics, creating a ripple effect that shapes perceptions and encourages cooperation. It is the kind of influence that fosters partnerships, strengthens alliances, and establishes a nation as a central player in global affairs. On a personal level, influence is about responsibility. Those who hold it must act with purpose, integrity, and vision, understanding that their choices affect more than themselves. They shape the environment around them, inspire others to rise, and set standards for what is possible. Influence, when exercised wisely, becomes a force multiplier, turning effort into impact and potential into enduring legacy.